puntahan natin, Justice, yung ano po, yung mismong petition dyan po sa Supreme Court, yung habeas corpus. Ano po yung value niyan, given the fact na nasa The Hague na itong si Duterte?
The rules of court on the rule on habeas corpus, nakalagay doon, the habeas corpus will prosper only if the person who's supposed to be presented to the court is in the Philippines.
Okay.
Wala na eh. So, yung requirement, it cannot be complied with. So, dapat i-dismiss na yan, academic na. And Guevara could have just cited that. Sabihin niya, this is academic already because Duterte is no longer within Philippine jurisdiction. Wala na siya within the territorial jurisdiction of the court. So, that should have been the case. So, that should be dismissed outright because academic na, moot and academic na, wala na si Duterte. And the Supreme Court has no jurisdiction over ICC. It cannot order ICC. ICC is an independent court. So, ang sabi niya na there is no jurisdiction. Pero sinabi ng Supreme Court the ICC retains jurisdiction for offenses committed before the withdrawal in March of 2019. So talagang walang basis yung kanyang withdrawal.
Yung isa pong kine-question, yung paraan po ng pag-aresto kay dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte at yung pagsusuko sa kanya diyan po sa ICC. Does it even matter, again, given the fact that Duterte is now with the ICC?
It will not matter anymore dahil may several cases na decided by ICC. No? Sabi ng ICC, we do not inquire into how you were brought here. Even if you were kidnapped, you were illegally arrested, we are not concerned with that because we did not participate in that. So you cannot attribute that illegality to us. The mere fact that he's here, we have jurisdiction over him, and we will proceed with the trial. That is the ruling of the ICC in so many cases already. So yung sabi nila na kidnap, wala yun. It will not matter.
Pero nga, within the Philippine jurisdiction, should that even be litigated? Yung issue na yan?
Well, that's the other thing. They're trying to press the court to rule kung pwede bang if the Philippine authorities can surrender somebody ordered by the ICC to be arrested, no? Because they're thinking na mangyari ito kay Bato and the others. So they want a ruling already. They're preparing. So ang position nila before you can turn over any of us to the ICC under Republic Act 9851, because under Republic Act 9851 the government can turn them over to ICC. Klaro yan sa batas. Pero ang gusto nila sabihin, yes, you can turn us over, pero kailangan may warrant of arrest from a Philippine judge. Yun ang magiging issue ngayon na pwedeng i-decide ng Supreme Court to guide the Philippine authorities and to guide persons who might be subjected to surrender by the government, no? So
okay, that's interesting.
Well, I will concede that can be decided by the Supreme Court, and we don't know how it will be decided by the Supreme Court. It could go either way, in my opinion. Pero that will not apply to Duterte. Whatever is the ruling is irrelevant for the case of Duterte, but it will be relevant for upcoming warrants of arrest, no, for upcoming surrenders.
Magkakaroon ng parang guidance on how to proceed or go about it. Okay, pero
sinabi ng Supreme Court, okay, you can surrender, pero kumuha muna kayo ng warrant of arrest from a local judge. That could be the decision. Or the decision could be, hindi na kailangan ng warrant of arrest dahil ang sabi ng batas, pwede ninyo i-surrender. So it could go either way.
Kung kayo po yung nakaupo pa rin dyan sa Supreme Court, how would you decide it?
Well, I would say that you need a warrant of arrest
from a local court.
Yes, because that's in the Constitution. Nakalagay warrant of arrest can be issued only by a judge. No? So, but in this case, because the law says the authorities can surrender, then the impression there, based on the language of the law, you don't need a warrant of arrest. Oh, so it's a good interpretation that that you don't need a warrant of arrest. But if you look at the Constitution, no warrant of arrest can be issued except by a judge. Hindi naman sinabi Philippine judge, but the meaning there is a Philippine judge, no? So it's good if the Supreme Court can clarify that. But because the subject of the habeas corpus is no longer here, andun na sa it will not affect that case. It will not save Duterte. It will just guide future cases.
Okay. Kung sakaling ganun po yung maging direction niya, kung meron mga arrest warrant from the ICC, pero kailangan meron pa ring arrest warrant from a local judge dito sa Pilipinas, how do you go about it? By under what authority action yung isang local judge po?
You will have to file a petition with the RTC to issue a warrant of arrest based on the request of Interpol, which is backed up by the warrant of arrest of ICC. I forgot to mention, Christian, the current practice of the DOJ, when there is a red notice from Interpol, let's say Italy wants to arrest somebody here in the Philippines, they course it to Interpol, na-receive natin. Ang ginagawa ng DOJ, they will just seize the Italian who is here and turn him over, put him in a plane, and he'll be sent to Italy. Walang warrant of arrest from a local judge. That is the practice. That's why that is actually what's being done. Kaya I'm saying that it could go either way, because that is the practice. That is the long time practice. Pag Interpol request, you don't go to the judge anymore, Philippine judge. Iba yung sa extradition. If it is an extradition by another state, no? Kasi extradition refers another country is requesting somebody to be sent to them. Ito hindi naman ito country, ICC ito eh. So in extradition, you have to file, klaro yan. So if there is a request for extradition for the US, the DOJ in every case files a petition sa RTC asking for a warrant of arrest. But in this case, iba kasi yung surrender eh. Different from extradition.
Tsaka kumbaga, wanted nga ng ICC eh.
So what the DOJ did in the case of Duterte is consistent with its practice, long-time practice.